When people talk about the golden age of 1970s rock, they often drift toward the smooth sophistication of Steely Dan, a band that merged jazz, rock, funk, and pop into a sound that was unlike anything else on the radio. While Donald Fagen and Walter Becker usually take center stage in the story of Steely Dan, one of the key figures who helped shape the band's unmistakable sound was guitarist Jeff "Skunk" Baxter. With his wiry curls, sunglasses, and incredible versatility on the guitar, Baxter played a vital role not only in the early success of Steely Dan, but also in the broader development of rock music in that decade. His life and career tell the story of a man who never stopped exploring, whether in music or far beyond it. Jeff Baxter was born on December 13, 1948, in Washington, D.C., and from a young age he displayed a restless curiosity about music. Unlike many guitarists of his era who stuck firmly to blues-based riffs, Baxter embraced an eclectic palette. He mastered jazz chords, rock licks, country picking, and experimental textures, allowing him to stand out in the crowded world of session musicians. Before joining Steely Dan, Baxter had already been active in the Boston and New York music scenes, playing with bands like Ultimate Spinach and even performing sessions in the early stages of his career that showcased his adaptability. When he joined Steely Dan in the early 1970s, Baxter became a central part of their studio and touring identity. On albums like Can't Buy a Thrill, 1972, and Countdown to Ecstasy, 1973, his guitar work cut through the band's intricate arrangements, adding an edge to the otherwise jazz-influenced textures. His licks on songs such as Reelin in the Years and My Old School became defining moments, illustrating how he could deliver fiery rock solos within the intellectual, often cynical world of Steely Dan's lyrics. Baxter was a perfect foil for Becker and Fagen's meticulous vision, giving the music its fire without sacrificing complexity. However, Steely Dan was never a conventional band. By the mid-1970s, Becker and Fagen chose to stop touring and focus on being a studio act, something that didn't align with Baxter's love for performing live. This led him to transition to another iconic group, the Doobie Brothers. With them, Baxter would become instrumental in reshaping their sound, from biker bar boogie to polished, jazz-infused pop rock. His influence helped push the band toward hits like Takin' It to the Streets and What a Fool Believes, demonstrating that his creative instincts extended far beyond one band. What makes Baxter's life story even more fascinating is that he didn't limit himself to the world of music. In later years, he became known for his expertise in defense consulting, particularly in missile defense and military technology. While it might sound like a strange leap, for Baxter, it was all part of the same creative mindset: problem solving, improvisation, and approaching challenges with fresh ideas. This dual identity, rock star guitarist and defense consultant, has made him one of the most unusual figures in music history. Yet, for all his other accomplishments, Jeff "Skunk" Baxter's contributions to Steely Dan remain some of the most cherished. His role in shaping the sound of their early years, when the band was still forging its identity, cannot be overstated. He brought raw energy, virtuosity, and a willingness to color outside the lines, balancing the cerebral precision of Fagen and Becker with a streak of joyful recklessness. When people revisit those first Steely Dan records, it's impossible not to hear the bite of Baxter's guitar cutting through the polished arrangements, reminding listeners that beneath the sophistication was a true rock and roll heart. Baxter's life is a testament to curiosity and reinvention. From his roots as a restless young guitarist to his years with Steely Dan, the Doobie Brothers, and beyond, he proved that creativity knows no boundaries. His guitar work still resonates with fans of classic rock, and his unusual path continues to inspire anyone who refuses to be boxed in. For Steely Dan enthusiasts, his time with the band is a reminder that their genius was not just about songwriting, but also about the incredible musicians who brought those songs to life. Jeff "Skunk" Baxter remains, in every sense, a sonic maverick.